Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the Heezy Game Media YouTube channel. I'm Heezy, and man, it's been really cool to see this channel growing over the last couple weeks. Thank you everybody so much who's been watching, leaving those likes. If you get a chance to leave a like at the during this video, please do so. It really does help out. And smash that sub button. It means a lot. Also, we now do have our public Discord open. Link will be down in the description. So if you want to join the public Discord, talk about gaming, tabletop RPGs, Magic the Gathering, Smash, anime, just all things nerddom, check out that Discord link and, come join. It's a public Discord. Only real rules are be kind to one another. And, check it out. As well, if you're into it, there will be free Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Magic the Gathering Arena tournaments to come. So if you want to be a part of those, make sure to be in the Discord, and you will see when those events start coming out, kind of working on prizes, stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to be really fun. I'm really excited about this Discord and kind of the future of Heezy Game Media and what we're going to be offering to, just try and grow a pretty friendly and awesome community around gaming and just nerd entertainment in general. That being said, today's video is about something pretty nerdy. It's about something pretty great. Today we are talking about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. This is a game that I was pretty excited for. I have it for Xbox One, and for my birthday, when my wife was asking me what I wanted, as you do, I asked for a video game, and this is the video game that I asked for. As many of you know, I'm doing another series on Legacy of Goku. Actually, next week or the week after will be my video on Legacy of Goku 2. And then shortly after that, we'll get on to Boo's Fury. But I wanted to give kind of like an initial impression of this video. And one of the questions that arose while I was playing this game is this game better than Dragon Ball Z the anime? And that's a weird question, right? Like, it's based on the story. But I want to get into that. But before I do, I just kind of want to talk about my relationship with Dragon Ball Z, because as many people, like, my love for Dragon Ball Z is, based off of, watching Toonami all the time. And when I look at new animes, when I look at new content like this to consume, Dragon Ball, like the original Dragon Ball, is kind of like my bar. When I'm looking at an anime, it must live up to Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is just one of my favorite shows, and right now I'm rewatching Dragon Ball Z with my wife. We're currently in the Cell Saga, and it's been an adventure watching it with her. And for me, like, Dragon Ball Z has been huge. I remember getting this book from, it might have been the public library, that had every single Dragon Ball Z character from the movies, from GT, and just consuming this and reading everything about every single one of these characters and being so interested in the whole thing. Dragon Ball Z just kind of holds a special place in my heart, and so I was really, really excited for this game. And I put it in, and the opening credits go through, and it was exciting. It was really fun. I think the look and feel of this game was knocked out of the park. The animation's great, the voice acting is great. I have not tried to play it in Japanese. I'm not sure if I would be able to. I actually don't even know if you can change the audio to Japanese and leave the text in English. That would be interesting. But the voice acting, the English voice acting is really good. I actually haven't even looked to see if it's done by the same people. It is spot on though, and it really feels like you're a part of this Dragon Ball world, and the world also feels great. It's got these special things around it that let you drag up memories that are actually from Dragon Ball. And it just feels really fun and enjoyable. You really feel a part of this world that, for me personally, I've gotten to for 20 years, maybe more of my life, and it's really enjoyable in that way. The gameplay itself is also quite great. If I were to describe it, I would say that it's like Dragon Ball Z meets Breath of the Wild, or Three Houses style. I mean, there's not like choices being made that impact things the way that like maybe Three Houses, so maybe that's a bad example, but it definitely has that Breath of the Wild feel where it's an open world game. You're able to explore, find things, build things, go fishing. I mean, there's so much open world content in addition to the amazing story. Um, I would say that some of it starts slow. I certainly took me a minute to understand just everything that's in this game because there's a lot. From community building, gift giving, cooking. I mean, there is a lot of stuff that you can do in this game, and because of that, it's just kind of a lot to grasp. One thing that I would recommend is watching like a 10 things I wish I knew about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot before I started. It will probably make the game more enjoyable from start to finish for you. I am only finished through the Frieza arc. I'm currently still playing the game, but I definitely wish that I had watched one of those. One thing that I will say is that both the combat system and learning the game actually does feel really rewarding. It is 100% worth the time that you invest in the game. Like, as you learn new moves, as you level up your characters, as you complete side quests and get a little bit of additional content, it's both rewarding and fun. And that is just not always true in games where, the grind doesn't feel worth it. But the grind. I am personally not sick of the battles yet, which is probably not always true. There is not a way to get out of the battles, which is kind of annoying. Like, once you're in a battle, you just actually have to complete it. But other than that, I would say that it's pretty great. Moving on to the story, it's pretty amazing that the pacing and of the story so far from where I've gotten is spot on. One thing that has been really hard rewatching the anime is just how much fluff there is in Dragon Ball Z. I mean, we were just watching Trunks fighting Cell the other night, and I love Dragon Ball Z, but that screaming just can get so much, and a lot of that is taken out for this video game, and you get a well-paced story in between your gaming experience, and it's been really fun and to experience Dragon Ball Z this way. And I have really enjoyed myself. I'm like almost speechless at how much I've enjoyed this game. One of the questions that I had, and it's not quick clickbait, is this better than Dragon Ball Z? Like, is Kakarot, the video game, better than Dragon Ball Z, the anime? It's not clickbait. I legitimately believe if you have never watched Dragon Ball Z and you want to get into the franchise, that this video game is actually a better way of doing it than watching the full anime at this point. That might sound crazy, and that's fine. That's just my opinion. It's not that I'm not encouraging you to watch the anime. I think the anime is great, but I legitimately think that it's this experience. Like, I would have had my wife play this game instead before watching the anime. I think that the pacing is better. I think that you're more into the world. Now, that being said, I'm biased because I've watched all of the anime. I've watched all of Dragon Ball. I've watched all of Super. I've watched all of GT. So I am already invested in the world, and so my view could be biased here. So if you actually haven't watched the anime and want to play Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, or have played Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and haven't watched the anime, please contact me. DM me on Twitter. Send me an email. I want to talk to you. I want to know what your experience is like. Maybe we can even have a talk here on the YouTube channel. But this game, the story is so good. The game is so fun. Honestly, this is my favorite game for my Xbox. I am so glad that I took the time to put down some of the other games that I was playing to pick this up, because it's just been such a joy. Just getting to experience these characters in this way has really brought me a lot of happiness over this time. And if you're looking to experience something, if you've already played or watched the anime and you're looking to experience it again during COVID and want some bonus content and things like that, I highly recommend downloading it or ordering it. You know, we're at home anyway. This game is definitely worth your time, and honestly, I think just does a better job of telling the story at a pace that people can enjoy and relate with, and get you through what is a very long story, but very well worth it. So, not clickbait. I actually think it's better. Leave a comment if you disagree. Talk to me about why. Like, I am certainly open to believing that, one, the reason that I feel this way is because I've already watched the anime, and two, like, there's something to be said about absorbing the material first, and that's fair. But I certainly enjoyed my time. I hope that you, as the viewer, if you're watching this, get the chance to play this game. It is highly worth it. I will do like a kind of a full-on review when I'm done with the game. But I just wanted to give a kind of a first impressions and ask the question, like, is this better? And I think my answer is yes. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me over on Twitter at Spencer13H. You can follow my podcast here on the YouTube channel or on all the podcast platforms. That's the Need to Nerd podcast with West. West is super awesome. We've been having a lot of fun with that show. I'll be doing a weekly video every week here again. I've been busy with other stuff, but I am back doing this every week in addition to the podcast, so you should be getting about 2 pieces of content here a week. So hit that subscribe button and ring the bell if you want to see that content. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We'll see you all next time with another video on the Heezy Game Media YouTube channel.